Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live.
Back
How
in
the hell
black,
are you,
baby.
gentlemen? We don't
Bam.
usually do live hangouts, so what we're gonna go ahead and do first is go ahead and go around and intro people. We've got a new person to the community that can talk about himself, but let's go ahead and Scott, why don't you tell people where they can find you on the internet?
Scott Marble on Facebook and X Bane Reese X on Instagram. Those are my main hangouts. I don't go further than that. I'm old, so you know.
Yeah, I know.
The higher in age we go, the fewer the fewer social medias we have.
I have to use Discord because of D&D, and that about fucking kills me. I don't know why, but it's just like too much. Russell, the love muscle.
What's up, baby? Rest of us in the house here. Yes, you know, I'm not on too much anymore nowadays. I mean, Facebook maybe, and I guess I fuck around on TikTok, but I don't ever put anything on TikTok. I just watch people shit on TikTok. And I know for some reason, I'm always looking for seeing if somebody's gonna get away with getting some nudity on TikTok. I'm always looking.
The only thing I
creepy
really
like that, but
posted on TikTok is the Bang Bus story.
That's really good. Yeah, I know. I've seen that on TikTok. I saw that. Yeah. The Bang is great stuff, man.
What's up, Wolfenstein?
Wolfie goes up. And then I guess I'm on I got an Instagram, but I don't really do anything on that either. So, but you're right. The older we get, the less we do.
Yeah. Dan, you're new. You don't have to tell anybody where you're at on the internet. Just if you want to introduce yourself, say hi.
Hey, yeah, I'm Dan. If you really want to find me on the internet, I've got an Instagram page where I haven't posted for 5 years.
See, yeah, that's about like I am.
Yeah, that's Daniel Gregory 0322. But I just go on there and I'll check out memes. That's about me.
That's the best way to be, because you get involved in Instagram and there's gonna be fucking problems.
Yeah.
There's no government tracking Dan.
Good deal, man.
That's why
Just flying under the radar.
I got the Taiwan monkey, and they cover my face. No one sees me.
Nice. Nice.
Wolfenstein's in the chat, so we might want to have a tame show.
Those agents, they follow him around, man.
Yeah, I don't know how far the FBI goes back with Wolf.
Oh, God. Wolfie.
Oh, man.
The FBK has already put him in jail a couple times.
It's awesome.
Oh, fucking, Joe said he might be showing up in a little bit, too. So
no shit. All right.
Yeah, we're going to have a nice little crowd here. So what have you been up to this week, Russ?
Okay, well, I got the privilege, I'll say. Ooh, privilege or punishment. I don't know. I must have pissed somebody off, I guess, but I ended up spending a couple days up in Hagerstown, Maryland. Ugh.
Jesus.
We call I just call it it's like Neckville, USA. You know, it's just the dreariest place you can go to. Of course, our store that I was working in is right conveniently across the street from like an adult. Adult store.
So this is explain what you do. Is auto part paints?
Yeah, I do automotive paint and supplies to body shops and shit like that. So it's and
so
of course
a porn store right across the street.
You look across.
It just so happened.
Yeah, across like it was there, and there's a liquor store right next to that too. You can't have your
all of life's necessities within arm's reach.
Absolutely, you're like your adult store without having your your drink next to it, right?
Yeah, you're always finding oil.
Yeah, liquor store, gun shop, pawn shop.
Yeah,
there you go.
So I have to work there, open and close. So when I'm closing, I'm by myself. And that's
did you say pawn shop or bond shop? Because depending on what you do with the liquor store and the adult store, it might be that you need that bond shop, right?
That's a good point.
I am not telling lies. Down here, there are some pawn bond shops.
Oh, I can believe it. Hell yeah. Why not? Hey, everyone's always trying to find multiple uses for their storefronts. It's all good. But I literally was starting. for the first time, I was there late enough at the store that I got to watch some traffic going on over there, and I'm like, oh wow, these are some skeezy fuckers hanging out outside the store. You know, it was really good. It was entertaining for a while. Then I was like, I gotta get out of here. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been up there, and I got home last night, and I was very happy to be home. So I guess.
Me and Scotty Too Hottie here got something in common. We both got new phones this week.
Nice. So tell me about this new phone you got.
Oh,
Because when you said what it was, I was like, oh, I remember. I swear I seen a commercial for it. So I I thought I did, but
all right. Let's see what we can do here. You're making me hit buttons and shit, Russ.
That-
You know how this is gonna go. Oh, come on.
just don't erase anything. You'll be all right.
Single layout. Okay, there we go.
There you go. All right, here we go.
All right, so here's the phone, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Nice, beautiful,
Yeah.
maybe undersized phone. Okay.
Okay.
Good case, but
Sure.
you'll notice it's kind of thick.
It is thick. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it has a foldable screen.
Yeah.
are
Wow. How does that work?
Yeah.
It turns in almost like that's like almost a tablet, dude. God damn, look at that.
And like that is one of the like great things about this is I'm getting the Kindle app again.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because this is just like the perfect size to have in my hand and just like
Yeah.
read.
It's weird. So okay. Does it have hinges for the on the screen or something, or it looks
No, it's basically like a figure like a film almost, you know, like the all right, figure like that very super thick tinting film,
okay.
and it's the screen bends like that.
That's really awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Ew. And when you close it up, what's it got, like a snap, or is it magnetic or something, or does it
No, like
how does it stay folded? Or does it come?
it just does. It's
It just
maybe
does.
Yeah, dude, you're asking me to get fucking technical.
Oh
as
come
shit.
on, that's not technical. That's just asking if the
Well,
fucking
yeah,
thing
you can see-
stays folded.
The only thing is you can see the bend in the screen, and
Yeah.
that does
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
go away.
Right. That's okay. That's why I was wondering too.
But
If
like,
you see the
But you can
The
use
bend
it
in
as
the
a
screen.
standard phone, like just like you know, that's the beauty of it, right? It's
yeah,
effectively got two screens, one the size of a regular phone screen, the
Yeah.
other one like double. Yeah.
I kind of think that's awesome, because I kind of wonder if that's going to be the future. I don't know about like unfolding it, but it might
dude,
find
it
another
is.
way
Every phone
of having a
that's
bigger
not
screen.
like-
You know.
oh shit! What's up, Wes? Wes, if you
Yeah.
want the link, hit me up. Or
Yeah,
I
I mean-
think I might already put it in the chats. You probably don't want to though. He's watching fucking Collision. So
That's pretty badass, though. I'll dig it. I'm done bad.
So I had a heavy week, man.
Yeah?
Like, you know, with Chinese New Year hitting, it's like every company wanted to get their crap out the door.
yeah,
So I had several bots that shipped that are being reviewed by our favorite skeleton, and then several bots that just showed up direct because he was already reviewing them from somebody else. And so my wallet's hurting, and by the time the end of the week rolled around, you know, still when packages are still rolling in, I'm kind of looking at my wife's side eye going, I wonder when she's gonna say, it's like, what the hell's going on? How many packages you got
It's
this
the NBA All-Star weekend.
Yeah. No, I go through that too sometimes. I tell Anna I'm not gonna buy anything for. I'm taking a break for a while. I'm not gonna buy anything, and then I buy some stuff, and I gotta hide it from her because I want to see it.
she's incredibly supportive. So it's just my own guilty conscience that was kind of hitting me by the end of the week because of how much shit was showing up.
I understand.
And one of those is something I'm going to fiddle around with while we're chatting tonight, which is this X-Transbot's Runabout.
Yeah. let me
Oh,
highlight
it
these so
finally.
you
Wait a
can
minute.
see
It finally came out. Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Both Runabout and Run Amok did.
I've been waiting for these fucking figures to drop for like 2 years, dude. No shit.
Yeah, they've been out there for a while, and they finally dropped right before Chinese New Year. Everybody wanted to get paid, Hey, Joe.
Damn.
Going on.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Wes? What's up, Joe? Where's bullshitting this week? How y'all been?
Cheers to the brothers.
Yeah.
I just got done organizing some freaking mythic accessories as best I can. I'm missing a bunch, so I'll find it.
Nice.
Oh God,
I'm going.
That bourbon and Coke I mixed is fucking perfect. half a cup of bourbon and the rest Coke. We're good.
I'm going to ZoloCon next weekend, so I'm gonna, and the horsemen are gonna be there. So I plan on bringing some money because I'm leaving with a bunch of mythics.
You and I think there's a bunch of our crew that's gonna be there. Yeah.
Now,
shit.
Yeah, man.
Anything specific? I got freaking some. I'm getting organized and shit because I want to get rid of some of them.
Oh, nice.
Mostly, I'm looking for what's that chick, the Frost Wraith bitch? What's her name? I can't remember her name offhand, but she's really cool looking, dude.
What they're talking about, Dan, is there's these
I definitely don't.
action figures called Mythic Legions, and they're like the old He-Man figures, kind of like that, kind of like fantasy based. And
they're literally like D&D almost. Like if you're into D&D, you'd be interested in Mythics.
That's true. Mythics are kind of cool.
You know what? That is freaking cool that we could do.
I'm actually going to be getting rid of some of the Motu ones.
Hell, Nick, you should make a Mythics custom because it's a pop and swap type of thing. You should make a Mythics custom of your character in your campaign.
You can. Yeah. You could easily do it. I'm sure. It's.
Do they have rabbit people?
Easily.
Oh no. No,
you
no
mean
more
you're
rabbit people.
Like rabbit, as in a bunny rabbit with ears, or
yes.
Or did you? I thought you said rabbit. Like rabbit people. Like
actually,
rabbit,
Maestro
like Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, okay, all right.
Maestro Union's coming out with a rabbit.
Nice.
Blu-ray already did one, like an evil-looking samurai one.
It's kind of badass, dude.
Yeah, that's Maestro Union. They're basically like the same back end company, and then like release different paint versions of it.
All right, let's go ahead and present here so we can have some fun.
Yeah, some of the customs that freaking people do with these mythics are freaking insane.
Did everybody see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear. Yeah.
The bear is fucking sick.
That's a cool mount, man. That's a cool mount.
I mean, this bad boy is what, like 10 inches?
He's fucking. I was like how big and solid he is, man. This thing cool.
Scale.
Yeah,
it doesn't say how long he is.
I mean, that's nice.
So this is again, Dan, and people that don't know nothing about Mythics yet. This is a fantasy line, and the cool thing about this line is that it's all sculpted and produced by the Four Horsemen. They're a toy team that most famously made the Masters of the Universe Classics line, and from Mattel into the Super 7 stuff. So that's the He-Man line, Dan. It's like a little bit more like a collector line rather than like what we had when we were kids, where like the elbows and shit didn't even move.
Right.
I just pulled it up because I was looking up the Four Horsemen. I'm just looking over some of their stuff now, just trying to get a look at it.
Wrap your head around it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot.
If you go to their website, they have like a full checklist of everything they freaking made Mythic.
Yeah, I'm just on BBTS right now, but they also do a line called Figura Obscura.
Yeah, that line's pretty cool.
and like they do stuff like the headless horseman.
Headless Horseman and like what's the Krampus, another one.
Santa.
They did Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
motion
the
cake
Jacob
right now.
Marley.
yeah. The Jacob Marley's a good one. That's a
I got
really good figure.
They did the Monkey King
this
Sun
week.
Wukong.
Yeah, the Monkey King. Yep.
Mhm.
They're
Our,
kind of
our
like
buddy in the chat, Eric von Wolfenstein, got that Marley.
that. I was pretty blown away. I haven't gotten into that subline, but the Marley almost got me
That
in.
headless horseman.
Yeah, I only got
that's-
two from that. I only got two from that figure obscura. I got the Headless Horseman and
Yeah.
the first Krampus, the all black Krampus.
Yeah, the Headless Horseman's badass too. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just because it comes with the horse and you got the horse and everything too. I mean,
The
can't go wrong.
Red
Cape and
Krampus
shit.
is metal as fuck.
Yeah. Krampus is sick, man. That's a good one too. I mean, it's.
they're actually coming out with another Monkey King, the Sun Wukong one. Freaking.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Retailer
Is it
exclusive.
them or is it
Yeah.
some? Oh, it's an exclusive
It's
for
them.
them.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because there's another Wukong figure coming out that looks kind of suspect, man. He almost looks like a mandrill.
I don't know. It looks
Or
like
a
he's got more
baboon?
gold in his paint job and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a second Headless Horseman with like green flames and shit.
Yeah, that's the one I was showing from BBTS. Joe, I feel like we neglected you when you came in, brother. How you been?
Good about y'all.
Good, man. Good. What you
Yeah, I
been
got
up to
that.
this week?
Dude, just working my ass off, having to
Yeah.
stay over and work basketball games and stuff like that for work. So, and then a little under the weather, but all right. I'm just hopping on and say hey and whatnot. And excited to be here.
We appreciate you, sir.
So I got that Headless Horseman. I shipped my pile of loot this week, and that's coming. Hopefully, I'll have that by Tuesday, I think.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The one you just showed, the green one, the green flames. So
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
yeah, my pile of loot was pretty thin. It was just that and the what was it, Legacy Tiger Hawk. So
Do me a favor.
What's that, sir?
When they ship that thing, and don't tell me how fast they shipped it to you. I don't want to know.
are you talking about in terms of like ship pile of loot?
You know what?
When it is shipping, or when they ship it and when it gets here?
So it has been a running joke because I complained about how slow their shipping was on one of my orders in December. And so everybody who's been shipping their freaking pile of loots have been getting it like shipped the day after they released the pile of loot, which is
Okay.
like 5 days faster than they shipped mine, and they've all been rubbing it in my nose. So.
Gotcha. I will
It's
not
just a
tell you.
running joke.
I will not tell you they shipped it the day after I hit select.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me drink to the point where I don't remember what you just said.
Hey, something funny going on here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, is this a BBTS website? Oh wow, is that a ship my loot now button? Oh, we did. So we'll see when mine comes in.
Masters of the Universe.
I need
Mech
to
and
neck
neck.
and neck.
Mechanic.
Yeah,
I try to
there's
have
only one
balance.
thing in there, but hell, why not have fun? Oh wow. So man, like this week has been crazy. I've just been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Got to hang out with some friends last night for a little bit. And like setting up that new phone was a nightmare because I didn't put my Google password anywhere.
Oh shit.
And trying to backdoor a Google password out of Gmail it takes a lot. I had to go through their account recovery steps, like the one where they tell you, okay, we'll send you a link in 6 hours to unlock your account. I had to go through that shit fucking twice. They rejected me the first time and we're like, yeah, we don't trust this. You were sketchy as fuck trying to get in here.
Should have went with freaking iPhone. Freaking when I upgraded to the 14, all I had to do was freaking hold it over my old phone and freaking did some shit, and everything was uploaded to my 14. It fucking took like 5 minutes.
I could have done that if the phone was functional.
So I'm an iPhone, and I upgraded literally today to the 15 Pro, and I did the same thing with the whole but my Google password did not come over with it.
Oh damn! All my shit freaking came over, like all my games and shit and stuff. It freaking saved all the progress, all my freaking songs and pictures and apps and all that shit came over and stuff.
No, in fact, I'll tell you what, one of the things that's pissing me off, because I've got
I didn't even have to re-enter passwords for like Hulu and Disney Plus and shit like that. I didn't have to re-enter any of that. Freaking, it was all easy peasy.
I've got some, 9,000 songs, and let's see if you can see this. You can see where some of those songs are grayed out.
What's that mean?
It means that they're not available in this region.
Okay, all right, yeah.
It means they're not available in this region, and that kind of bullshit. Like they were all just fine on my other phone, but now I've got literally hundreds of songs. I have to go in and delete that song and then re-download it.
Yeah,
that's the only way to fix that issue.
You know how you solve that?
Don't tell me.
Buy the physical copies and put them on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Or as soon as you get them, burn them onto a CD.
I thought you were gonna say get a Google phone.
No.
I had something like that happen to me with my freaking. I had the 10 Plus before I got this 14, and one of the times when I did the software upgrade, some of the songs freaking became edited. Like freaking,
they Walmarted you.
Like I would download the explicit version, and then when I did that software update, some of the songs freaking became the edited version somehow.
What's Jesus doing listening to dirty music anyways? God damn it!
I'm the new millennial Jesus, bitch.
Hey, you gotta know what the devil's slinging at you before you can fight it.
Ain't that the truth?
Spend a night in Bangkok. Be all right.
Hey Russ, when I hopped on, did you say you were going to ZolaCon?
I am, my friend. Yep. Anna and I are going to be up there Saturday, just for the Saturday, and we're leaving Saturday evening. Because I got my daughter's birthday's on Sunday, so I got to try to get my ass back home. And
is that the one? Was it? Is it Pennsylvania or Jersey? It was in the old.
It's in Pennsylvania. It's in just right around Philly. It's in the old the old NASA.
Yeah, some kind of science.
Yeah.
It's in New York, isn't it?
No, it's not New York. It's
I said York.
No, not York. Not York. No, not York.
Okay.
It's shit. I can't remember the name of the damn where it is, because it is actually like a town, but it's just outside of Philly. It's not like that long out of Philly. It's the same kind of bricks the store is in. Warminster. Right?
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds.
That's
right.
That's what it is. Okay, I think that's
so
right.
That's out in like Bucks County, then.
Something like that. Yeah, I know it's not far from Philly. That's all I know.
Yeah, here it is, Bucks County.
Yeah.
That's it, Bucks County. Okay,
yeah.
There you go. It's not a long drive. We're gonna leave like from Anna's job on Friday and drive up Friday night, and it's probably gonna take us maybe 3 hours to get there. It depends on if we stop or not. It's.
One of these times I'm gonna have to take Anna to Peddler's Village. That's a good time.
Peddler's Village.
Peddlers.
Oh, Peddler's Village. Okay.
Yeah.
What's in Peddler's Village?
It's just like a little shopping thing that's got like all these little kitschy shops. That's like a tourist trap.
She doesn't like that shit.
Yeah, but and then there's like this hearty Amish restaurant right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's banging, dude. I don't know.
Man, Amish food is good, dude.
Yo, you don't gotta tell me that. I live in fucking Amish country.
Don't they?
I'm in central Pennsylvania.
Don't Amish people eat bear?
No,
probably.
I thought they ate bear.
There's people that hunt bear and fucking.
Is there?
I like,
but
bear.
it's like a very fatty meat. So
yeah, I've never had it.
Like mix it.
I've never.
Beef.
I've never had it before, so I don't know. Is it just real gamey? I would imagine. I don't know.
It is very gamey.
Yeah,
I've had it actually as bear steaks.
Oh no shit! Okay, wow.
Yeah,
all right.
But the thing is, man, before you cook that shit, you're soaking that thing in milk overnight to try and get some of that gaminess out of it. You know, tenderize it some.
Yeah,
dude, it's a bear.
Why am I?
Anytime you're eating a goddamn predator, bro.
Well, that's true. There, yeah,
It's just like with deer too. Deer's freaking gamey.
yeah, it is.
I
It is.
I don't have to. I don't have
All
to.
wild,
milk.
all wild animal meat's gamey.
Yeah, but I don't have to milk deer.
No.
Well,
You
probably
don't have
thing
to.
is,
You
Bear, bear, you do.
that's wild, dude. I've never.
Bear is actually considered a delicacy in some places because there's areas of like Alaska or the tundra where the only thing they eat are blueberries.
Huh.
So it flavors the meat like with blueberries. So it's like a blueberry type steak thing. It's fucking nuts.
That'd be weird as shit, dude. Yeah, butchering the
Yeah.
bears. Got that good blueberry flavor.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
That's awesome, though. It's fucking crazy and awesome at the same time. I can get down with that. Why not?
No.
It's like natural flavoring. Okay. Well, I mean, you think about it, though. I mean, when you eat any animal, you are eating what they eat, basically. So kind of worries me.
I heard you got to be kind of careful with bear. One of my buddies went hunting. They said you got to be careful because they can have some kind of stuff on their fur,
Yeah.
like some kind of parasite. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I don't hunt, so I never was getting it. But the dude I got it from, like, I knew him, and he had been hunting since he was like 5.
Dude,
So
when
he knew what he was doing, and so I trusted him.
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that,
When I'm
Wes?
So that's how it is with my family and stuff. Freaking, I don't hunt, but I have freaking bunch
Yeah.
of members of my family and shit. They've been hunting
Yeah.
all their lives. They freaking, dude, you go into their houses and shit. They have fucking like armories in their fucking basement and shit.
They're no joke, man. They're like, yo,
Oh yeah,
we're ready.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Dude,
We're ready.
my one uncle's basement. He has fucking. He's probably got fucking around like 100 different guns and freaking all kinds of shit to like refill fucking bullets and fucking shotguns.
Wild, dude.
Reloaders and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're ready for the next World War, or
Yeah.
we can do a family hunting trip and have plenty of guns for everybody.
You know what?
Yeah.
With the success of like Walking Dead and like The Last of Us, I wonder how much the prepper fucking community has gained in population.
Oh, dude.
Oh, probably freaking outrageous.
I don't think you have to get to the point where you're talking about like fictional shows, just real life bullshit that's happening.
Yeah.
It's funny though,
And I'm not
There's-
mad at it. I am not mad at it, man. If you
Yeah, but-
feel like you're not safe, you fucking do what you need to do.
Yeah,
to
but
feel
there's
I mean, freaking Russian space nukes are a thing now.
yeah.
there's nothing better though than when you talk to someone who is a prep, like the guy who's got the and then they're like, what? I'm like, what are you prepping for? Zombie apocalypse could happen. I'm like, yeah.
Dude.
I mean, there is a thing called freaking. There is a like a zombie deer syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's wasting disease, but there actually is a zombie fungus that's specifically ants, but for insects.
Cordyceps.
But it'll
Wasn't
take
that-
over the ants' brains.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
stuff they based The Last of Us on.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Not gonna worry about it now. I'm not gonna worry about it unless it's big enough to fucking eat me.
Hey, don't go to the Amazon then, because that's where I think that's where that is.
Oh, dude, seriously, there's a few places on the earth I'll never go. Like, I'll never go to Australia, and I'll never go to
Everything in
South
Australia
America.
fucking wants to kill you.
It does everything, dude. You can't live in a city without having to worry about spiders and shit trying to kill you. Even well, fuck that,
Dude,
no
I'll
way.
go to South America. I want to play with a capybara.
Nah, fuck no South America. Fuck that shit. No,
Capybara.
Yeah, but
nah, man.
there's where all the predators are. That's they gotta go by the rivers, go by the caiman, and
Every-
the jaguars.
Too much shit wants to eat you, dude. Fucking there's anacondas that'll swallow you whole. There's, yeah.
Capybara are technically rodents. They're the world's largest rodent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, which is all the more reason to watch out because anacondas are like eating them motherfuckers. Come on, man.
That's another one that's invasive in Florida.
No doubt. Louisiana as well. Yep.
Yeah. And they got Louisiana got the problem with them goddamn nutria.
Yeah, the nutria rat. Yeah, that's what.
What the
Yeah,
hell's that?
Like
giant
little-
fucking rats.
Yeah, water rats.
Like,
Yeah,
Man.
I think they're the second biggest rodent in the world, right?
yeah, they're
No,
they're.
I thought that was
New
Eric
York City
Wolfenstein.
subway rats.
What were you saying there?
Hey, man.
I think it's beaver, but
Beaver?
But I think he was funnier.
Insulting
pretty
our
good.
Jet
One is
Squad.
big brown beaver.
Oh god, it's fucking awesome, man. Oh shit.
Oh god.
They actually have a hunt. They have a full blown hunting season for the nutria rats in Louisiana because they fuck up a lot of crops down there. They just eat. They take turns.
Well,
they
even
grow
worse,
rice and
Like they
Well, do you
fuck
remember
with the levees.
yeah, that too. Yep. You're right.
Do you
Yep.
remember Insomniac with David Tell back in the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
When he was down in New Orleans, they actually like the local sheriff part of that in the show. The sheriff's office took him on a hunt with them. So that's what they would do: drive around the back of a pickup truck at night and hunt nutria. So that was part of the show. So that's how
no
that's how I learned
doubt.
about him. Yeah.
How I learned about
Yeah.
him was Steven Seagal Lawman.
Dude, that dude, he is a trip.
Fucking Steven Seagal, oh man. I forgot he was like a legit
I
cop,
forgot
right?
about that show.
He's a deputy. Yeah, he was.
Well,
That
yeah.
is his big fat roly
Let's
poly
use that
ass.
term
running around.
loosely when we're talking about Steven Seagal.
Oh come on, man!
I never
Could you
watched
ima-
that show, but I remember hearing about it.
Oh,
You imagine him
God.
chasing anybody down? Like, get the fuck out
Oh,
of here, man!
dude, dude, there are just montages of Steven Seagal running on YouTube.
You ever feel bad about yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
He-
always a way
Great.
to
He played the same character in every
Oh,
freaking movie,
God.
basically.
And you know what? Yeah, he made a good career out of it for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Under Siege. Under Siege was good.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh.
yeah, especially when
But
they
it
fucked
had
out the
Tommy Lee Jones in it and fucking Gary Busey.
In drag.
Fuck that. Hard to Kill is my jam, buddy.
cake.
Just
That was
because
a good one.
just mainly because Kelly LeBrock is in it. I wanted to
Oh.
fuck her
Which one
so
was the one
bad.
where he played the Eskimo dude in the freaking oil rig?
Oh, that's my favorite. On Deadly
That's Under
Ground.
Siege, isn't it?
yeah, on Deadly Ground.
That's on Deadly Ground, yeah.
Under
okay.
That was a
Siege
good
is
one.
the one
On the boat, right?
boat.
Yeah, Under
Battleship.
Siege is
Yeah.
the boat.
And
Yeah.
then Under Siege 2 Dark Territory is
That
the
was
one
the
on
train.
the train.
Training.
Oh, that's right. I do remember there being one on a train. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
That was Dark Territory. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's.
And
Then
there
Fire
was
Fire Down Below.
That was
Yep.
good.
Yeah. We're firing them
Training
That
all.
was
was
good
bad
because you
guy.
got to see CSI chick naked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Mm.
Dude, at
It's
one
big
point,
ol-
Steven Seagal was like the most
Oh.
badass action hero dude there was.
For a minute, it was him and Jean Claude Van Damme were the shit for a minute.
That was a discussion that we were starting to have in the chat last night. We could go around here. Because in the 90s, you were either a JCVD dude or you were a fucking Seagal dude.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme. For
Van
sure.
Damme.
Oh, all right.
my
Steven
Scott.
my.
Van Damme,
Seagal.
Seagal.
I don't know that I was a big fan of either one of them. My little
Russ,
brother,
stop being a bitch.
probably Van Damme or the Seagal.
Ah, you fucking
Only-
You
like
gotta,
my-
you gotta
split.
pick one. You gotta pick one.
Oh God, my little brother liked Van Damme, so that's what I probably watched more of because I had to take him to see them fucking movies all the time. So it was Van Damme. My mom would be like, "You're going to the mall? Take your brother to the movies." And I'm like, "Oh
All
man,
right,
come
Wes,
on."
Who you got? Wes. Jesus.
Oh, I said Van Damme.
Oh, goddamn you people.
I mean, I definitely
Dan,
liked.
you
I,
got
I,
an opinion? Because I know that's a little before your time, but
I've heard the name Steven Seagal before,
yeah.
so
I don't know.
with
Dan,
that,
Dan
I'm
how old are
probably
you?
gonna. I'm 24.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh damn, you're a baby.
he's
Yeah,
young enough.
dude.
He's young enough to be our kid, man.
All my D&D
Yeah, he
friends
is.
are
I've got
Maybe.
kids that are 28, so yes, that's correct.
So yeah, my
Yeah.
son's about to be 20.
all my D&D
Christ.
friends are young. The oldest one is like in her
That's
30s.
great, dude. No, it's just not. That's how our day is.
Hey,
He
at least
came.
Logan's now got somebody that he can sit down and play Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with.
Oh, shout out to
Power Ranger
Logan.
slander.
He's
Watch the
giving
Power
me a
Ranger slander.
Crimson Alley Viper. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Hey, and shout out to other
Tyler got you, right?
Eric.
Oh,
got me.
Eric. Yeah, the neighbor Eric got you,
Yeah,
right?
Eric, the neighbor.
Okay,
he got me.
so you got one. You got one of the Crimson Alley Vipers. How do you like it?
No, I just paid him tonight for it. We just
Yeah, I just
Oh,
paid
yeah.
Logan
Oh.
today.
Okay, so you haven't actually gotten in hand yet.
no.
not yet.
I love
Okay.
when I was a kid, man. That figure and the Night Creeper were my favorites, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, I had the regular Alley Viper, and then when I saw that Crimson one, I was like, yeah, I got to get that.
Yeah.
Just like so, I got it. And
You know anything about
it's pretty
G.I.
badass.
Joe, Dan?
I know a bit about G.I. Joe. Like,
It's
I
a
just
name
didn't
I've heard.
I've seen some of the movies lately. I got something when I was a kid.
Nice.
But no, I know the big one. Like I know was it Snake Eyes and the other guy that looks like him, but he hates.
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the ninjas.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I mean, they're
That's a
kind
good
of the,
solid base to start with.
absolutely, yeah.
When I was
That's
young, I was like, oh, those guys look cool, so I want those guys.
Yeah.
But that's about as much as my GI Joe lore goes.
Ninjas have never not been cool.
I know.
oh yeah, they're always awesome, man. There's no way.
I remember
Hey.
growing up. Freaking, I only ever had Joes. I never had any Cobra figures.
I
feel like I had
You
more
know,
Cobra figures than Joe.
That's me too. That's funny. I only had certain GI Joe characters of the figure. Mostly it was Cobra guys, man.
Nope.
I had a bunch of
I
Vipers.
had
and,
all Joes, and then
You know,
my one cousin who I always saw had all Cobra. And then
Was
when we get when we would get together for like family dinners, we would freaking switch, so we got to use each other's stuff.
when I was a kid, my grandmother bought all my toys for me. Like at Christmas, birthdays, and everything. My Nana was a badass, man. And she knew I liked the bad guys. So like every Christmas, I got Scorponok and Power Master Prime in one fucking Christmas.
Nice.
Fucking yeah, my Nana took care of me. And then like she knew I liked weird shit. So like one Christmas right before I got locked up, she got me all the Boglins. Do you remember those? They've like made a comeback.
I vaguely remember those.
They were like these like
Were they like
weird,
rubber hand puppets or something?
yeah, this weird rubber hand puppet. And like you would put your hand in and it would go all over your hand and have like a tail.
Yeah.
It was just like it looked like almost like slime.
And, like, didn't they also have like 2 arms or something too?
yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's why like it went through in your whole hand because like you could use your thumb and pinky to manipulate the arms.
Yeah, I remember those.
Big surprise. Nick likes puppets.
Or jamming his hands up into stuff. Who knows?
Absolutely. Ooh, hand up the ass. Ah!
we don't do it anymore, but in my family, freaking freaking my cousin, but
I'm glad that reminded you of a
after your 10th
story.
birthday, you didn't get no
I
more.
love his family.
Sorry.
I'm-
You need to get a better segue than that.
I'm glad.
We're
I'm
talking
glad.
about putting people's hands up asses, and then you go, that's not how we did it in my family. But
We really
do it in
don't
my
do it
family
anymore. Yeah. Hey,
The best part was his cousin.
so listen.
No,
Don't
what I was
listen to
trying
them.
say, though,
You do
was,
your
like,
thing.
Toys and
Hey,
stuff. What I was
stepsis.
trying to say was like the toys and stuff in my family.
Yeah.
It ended with me and my cousin, but after your 10th freaking birthday and stuff, you didn't get no more toys for birthday or Christmas.
Oh, it's terrible. What a time bad,
You
man.
had to buy them yourself.
That sucks, dude. I'd be like, hey, man, come on.
Yeah.
I still like putting my hand up people's asses. Let's go. Come on.
Jesus. You know
This
what?
is
I was Jeff Dunham before Jeff Dunham.
That's right. Just because I'm 10 doesn't mean I gotta keep quitting
Here
Splinters in
you
my
guys go.
fingers.
Your first MPSP hangout, and here's your first Rust the Must banner.
See, that banner doesn't make sense because for this one because Nick's totally for a hand up the ass for puppetry.
Hey, that's a puppet, not a person.
Hey, you know.
Hey, some people like that, man.
Yeah.
Little finger in the booty hole, wiggle that shit around.
Oh man. And you guys, Howard Stern guys?
Do we have a what?
Do you listen to Howard
That was a
Stern?
quick pivot.
Every now and then.
Not
The reason why is
in a long
because
time.
they went to an event called Fist Fest.
Nice. Oh God, I can only imagine how fun that was. Hell yeah. That sounds wonderful, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Fist.
I could just imagine fucking elbow deep and shit.
Yeah, right. Fist Fest. Oh my God.
And then they have, all right, Gary Delabate is one of the most unattractive human beings I've ever seen in my life. If you want to know who I'm talking about, all you have to do is Google Baba Booey.
Yeah.
That's Baba Booey.
And
Beetlejuice is up there.
His nose is fucking gigantic. God
His
damn,
teeth.
it's big. His teeth are gigantic too. Yeah, it's creepy, man.
he
He's a-
has to have his teeth ground down like a fucking horse.
Well, his mouth is huge, man. You can tell that dude sucks some cock. You can tell.
What the fuck, Russ? How does big teeth go and equate to blowing dudes?
I said he's got a big mouth too. That's why on the
I'm
MT. His
sorry,
mouth is
okay.
huge. He just looks like
got a
he's got
firm
a
mouth,
big,
boy.
you know. And plus, you know, don't give me that. You know that Gary, you know, Baba Booey, he's probably chewed some dick in his mouth. I'm sure he's.
I'm just gonna rest of the show.
I don't know. We have gone off the rails here, people. It is the wild west.
He's always like
Speaking
smacking him in the head. Stop teasing my dick. Stop teasing my dick. I'm sorry.
I just googled Fist Fest. Apparently, there's scholarships. So if you guys are interested,
That's amazing.
yeah, there's
Oh
scholarships.
God damn.
Okay,
Oh,
he's not listening right now, so here's the plan. We get young Logan a scholarship,
young Logan. All right, now send him to.
and then send
Send them to
somebody.
Georgia.
No,
Wow.
send somebody to tape Logan going through Fist Fest.
What state does Fist Fest take place in?
It looks like Georgia.
Jason P's down there. We can stick him with him.
Yeah, they have their own freaking like website, yo. I'm on it right
They
now.
do.
He's like, yeah, boy, we're gonna pay to get you educated, son. Send you need God, that is so trash. Oh God,
People,
I love it.
oh my God, the Chinese restaurants internet is going well. Walter,
How come I can't hear it? I'm watching.
yeah, we got Echo. Walter, do you guys have headphones, or can you like? I don't know what you're supposed to do to fix that shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
What it is we're hearing it ourselves. But I don't mind because I sound sexy. But the rest of these guys don't want to hear that shit.
I'm gonna fucking message Anna right now.
I feel like I need a shower after freaking being on that webpage. That's like not
Hey,
that kind of shower, but
You know what? It's
Oh, that's where I was going with that. So Gary, they have Gary do prank phone calls as this character called Flirty G.
Flirty G. That's great. Oh God.
So when they sent the Stern Show correspondent Wolfie to Fist Fest, they met a guy.
Oh man.
They got his number and they interviewed him, and it was one of the things that I feel was made me a man. When when I was done listening,
No.
because I knew I had been through some shit.
I heard about Fist Fest and that made me a man.
You know what?
And
You know,
so
Nick,
they
I
had-
don't blame you. Every man gets fisted and gets man.
Sure. Married.
You get manned up and you're good to go, man. It's like, oh, I'm a man now.
Every man, huh?
So they had Gary call this
Oh,
crazy
God.
guy from Fist Fest, and they changed his name from Flirty G to Fisty G.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't he a rapper?
he's coming
Oh,
at
my
him
God.
with these like, you
Oh.
know those bad '90s like
Uh-huh.
pickup lines where dudes would be like, "Hey, baby,
Oh,
your daddy must have been a thief because he stole the stars and put them in your eyes." You know that shit.
oh,
Well, he
great.
was doing that shit, but about fisting. It is hilarious. It's on YouTube somewhere. If you ever feel the need, enjoy.
Oh, my fucking
I'm gonna
God.
need to take a fucking bleach bath after this show.
Yes, you will. We're going to dirty you up all good and nice, boy.
Hey, I haven't brought up Jim Norton yet. We can get into that shit.
As your Lord and Savior, I don't think I should be hearing this kind of stuff.
Jesus loves the little children.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, that is, yeah. Wow.
So wrong.
Wow. That's,
So I
that's
know
so dirty.
this is probably the first and last time Joe will be on here because
Me?
yeah, they got background checks for you people, don't they?
Yeah, I'm good, but I'm still pretty fucked up. I mean,
As long
Yeah,
as you don't got an, as long as you don't
he's
got
like-
an OnlyFans,
JoJo's like, I'm leaving the show with PTSD.
you do what I do for as long as I have. You've
Yeah.
seen some fucked up shit. So.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes like,
That's the truth.
I'm a 20-year vet.
Yeah, man. He's like, fuck that. Y'all ain't y'all
Honestly.
gonna say gonna fuck me up. I'm good.
I'm just
Yeah,
sitting here
I'm
trying
staying away
to.
from Georgia now.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh,
no,
The
Joe's
Magic
leaving
Square
with
Ironheart.
FTSD, fist traumatic stress syndrome.
Joe's like, you fuckers think you're being badass. Hold my beer.
yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, and like we
I'm
make
a government employee. I'm used to getting fisted.
That's hilarious.
fun,
True
we
that.
make
That's
fun of
true, that's
Logan,
true.
but goddamn, you just picture what that kid's seen already.
Ooh,
He's an EMT, man. Jesus,
God.
them boys go through
I
it.
can't even imagine, dude. That's gotta be that's a tough job to do, man. That's hard shit.
I had two older brothers that were both in the PD, and they were not the same 5 years in than they were
Yeah.
like growing up. Like it changed them because you see the worst of humanity, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to. Not everyone is like Joe S, who can freaking stay, positive and upbeat through the years with all that shit. Like it affects people.
Yeah, that's got to take a special kind of person to freaking be able to do that.
My little brother, he had a friend who was doing an EMT and whatever, and he finally got released his first day by himself. He worked a car crash on our local interstate, and they're like, "Hey, go pull that guy off underneath the vehicle. He may still be alive." So he goes and pulls on the arm. The arm.
It was only the arm that moved.
No, it was just the arm.
Just the
They thought it
arm.
was a body.
Yeah.
They thought it was a body. It was just the arm. They had found the body other places. So I mean, then he was like, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done."
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Jeez.
I can imagine.
If that's your first fucking shit, yeah, I'd think that shit would break you. Ooh,
Yeah, just
Scott.
starting off.
I'm getting.
Wow.
I am
That looks
getting convinced. Where the fuck? There we go. Lost my marbles.
This guy has a problem though that most people have run into, which is these hips, these ball joints here at the hips, are seized. Like they're not.
Ooh.
They don't move.
Well, that fucking sucks.
I
but
think
it's-
somebody's worked on a fix for him, so I'm going to look at that and. try to
I
fix
mean,
him, but
But they've had so
But
goddamn
it's
long.
not as, but hey, it's not as bad as that problem people are having with that 18
Pangu.
prime.
That Pangu,
Yeah.
Pangu toys, yeah. I wanted to
I'm
get
not-
that, but freaking seeing how many
What-
are freaking breaking.
Yeah, I don't
what is
want to
your-
steal Brian
Nah.
Brink's pick, but it was
Brink's pick is freaking amazing.
amazing. So Dan, there's a 17.7-inch Optimus Prime
Damn.
that was released by a company.
It's a knockoff with the Magic Square MP Prime.
So it's a knockoff of Optimus Prime that's like built for collectors, and they stretched it out till it was almost a foot and a half tall.
God damn.
What's happening is the arm is breaking off right at the shoulder.
Yep. And it's
Right.
and it's not always the same arm too. Like some people are getting the left arm broken, some
really?
are getting the right arm.
Wow. That's not
It
good.
seems like because they're tightening that screw too much. It seems like.
Now, is it that I think it's both that the screw is too tight and not long enough. I heard
Something like that. I've heard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what she said. The screw is too tight, not long enough.
And not everybody's breaking either. Like some people are getting them in good condition and shit, but it seems like a majority of them are freaking coming broken.
Mm-hmm.
I
I did like Brink's solution. That sling was pretty slick.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Our friend
hilarious.
put a fucking ripped apart a sock and made a sling for his.
Yeah.
That's
I seen Brink's picture pop up in a couple different groups.
Or
Yeah.
Prime.
Hey man,
Prime.
I told him like once you get that arm fixed, freaking keep the sling. It's too fun.
Poor Prime got his arm broke up. Oh.
Prime.
Shit, I wouldn't even fix. I wouldn't even fix
Oh,
it. I'd
man.
just let it go like that. I think it's better.
You know, that's something that we can break into and talk to about as like a geeky kind of topic. Is the new Transformers comic? How many of you guys have read it?
Yes, but not up. Not. I don't have the current issue.
Yeah, I don't have 5 yet either. Russ, have you cracked any of it?
Yeah, just a couple. I've only gotten a couple of them.
Kind of like a non-spoilery discussion about it. I kind of.
So real quick, Nick, have you read IDW?
Yes, all of it.
Joe, have you read IDW?
No.
Russ, have you read IDW?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is a question for Nick and Russ.
Mhm.
Is it as good as IDW?
Okay, it's
Oh.
only 4 issues in. Well, 5 issues in.
Yeah,
okay?
I wouldn't want to judge it
If
right
you're-
now.
If
but-
you're at here's the short and long answer. If you're asking me if so far the 4 issues that I've read are better than the first 4 issues of what IDW did, absolutely. IDW's great thing is the longevity in storytelling and the diversity in storytelling, meaning that you got so many different types of stories from IDW. Because they had the license for so long and were allowed to go wherever they wanted to go.
Yeah, that's true.
So far, this Transformers book with Robert Kirkman's company is being written by Joshua Williamson, and it is strong. It is definitely something everybody that's a Transformers fan should be reading.
Yeah, I like too that they're just not retelling. They're not retelling the same old story either. They've taken some liberties, I feel like, and I like the liberties.
Well,
they're
isn't this
good.
the comic that has Megatron's arm on Prime?
Spoiler alerts, but yes, that does happen.
I wasn't trying to say nothing.
I'd say they took a few liberties.
Yeah. But if you know that, you know the.
But and I won't spoil anymore. Just so I talk about it. But if you read it, and then you read Cobra Commander #1, you understand why that makes sense and is kind of freaking awesome.
Yeah, if I have to read a Joe comic to understand and appreciate Transformers, then it's already got something going on wrong with it.
Well,
how long till we get a freaking toy like that?
But
I think there's already one out there.
But they're connecting them.
Yellow Park.
I think that's like a custom job. I'm talking like somebody actually makes one, like one of the companies.
I thought Yellow Park made one. Or was that custom?
maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I thought the freaking ones I seen were customs. Maybe they weren't. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to check that out at some point. But like, the great thing about this series is that they give you familiar things, but then they fucking turn it right on its ass.
That's true. I'm not. I didn't. There's nothing like they're changing everything. I'm just saying they definitely taken some liberties that I actually like what they've done. I kind of like the. Yeah, I like what. There's not one thing
I think that was one of the best things about IDW was the fact that they took liberties, right? So
yes, but IDW kind of was like. It still had the basis of the G1 though, kind of starting and they kind of and then they did kind of retell some stories in IDW too, like how Megatron came to be and shit like that, and then there's been a lot of different versions of that, but IDW definitely did that and how Prime came about. And
I think that might be the most slept on IDW mini is Megatron.
Megatron, that was great. It's really good though.
Which phase is that?
Oh God! It should be phase 1.
I think so. I didn't remember.
Like, IDW turned Witwicky into effectively like practically a corrupt government agent.
Yeah.
It turned Whirl into a batshit crazy, psycho. It turned Megatron into an Autobot at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It created the DJGD, which was never G1. That was nothing about that. That was anything a part of.
Nope.
Like, they took a lot of liberties, and some of the best stuff that they're known for, like which is exactly that.
The DJD, I would argue, became one of the most famous most famous groups. And it's all from the IDW comics because as far as I know, they've never been in animation, have they?
No, I think they were.
No, I don't think ever.
Whole IDW,
right? Yeah, and they're. I mean, the DJG have a big following. I mean, I was a huge fans of that. When they came out with figures for them, people were shitting themselves. Third party companies were. It was like, oh, and then they did that. They funded an official Tarn, and people said that figure is really good. I didn't get it because I've got like a real Tarn, but I don't. I've got my a better Tarn.
Oh, what's that? Is that the Flame Toys?
That's the Flame Toys.
Look at that
Flame Toys. That is amazing. That's fucking sick.
Transformers Legacy one. I thought that was the all be all.
Yeah, that's the only DJD I have, and I've really been tempted by the MMC stuff, but I've
got the trigger. I've got the MMC one in my collection, and I love that.
Team,
yeah. So I've got
DJG the DJD freaking that you can combine.
Iron Factory.
Yeah, and it's like a legend scale, yeah.
And their repaint of that set, which is all in purple and black, basically they effectively form a large Tarn. It's like
pretty
three
much
different bots that it's very cool. Again, just not something I've ever pulled the trigger on.
Right.
Iron Factory with that samurai and ninja motif is pretty fucking cool. I like that shit.
Oh, you're right. Iron Factory's not some cool shit, man. It's a company. But it's
Super Bowl last week, or is it 2 weeks ago?
It was last week.
The last weekend.
Cool. So we can talk about the fucking Wolverine Deadpool thriller.
Did you? So Anna got pissed. She missed it, so I had to rewind it and she watched it.
Well, it was only a teaser anyway on there. You had to go.
Yeah.
I
tried to tell her that, but she was like, "I want to see what they had shot." I'm like, "All right, fine."
Looks good. It looks good. I can't wait to see it's come out next month.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty funny.
Thank you.
May.
Yeah.
It's gonna be May.
Well, I don't know. I just like it.
Time out, Joe. No, I'm just kidding.
He literally says something about he's being like they just so he breaks the wall so much, and that you can already tell he's gonna be just tripping out, man. They're talking about
Dude.
Disney and it's like funny.
I think there was a very big purpose in that trailer and that line in that trailer.
Yeah,
Because I think it was to say, like, listen, the fact that Disney's got a hold of this is not gonna affect kind of where we go with the humor.
Yeah.
right.
I'm kind of glad about that because like he had to work for a decade to get Deadpool into production after that fucking
he worked his
Wolverine
ass off.
Origins movie.
Yeah, it doesn't happen without him, man. I'm telling you, it wouldn't happen. And Deadpool was never like he was. I mean, he had some popularity, some following, but man, after that first movie came out, I felt like Deadpool fans were just all over the place. After that, I'm like, okay, well, you must have struck a nerve. You hit something that's made people like.
Cool fan.
Yeah, I mean that's how Anna
You're
discovered
really
him.
low right now for some reason, Wes.
Huh?
You're like low. What were you saying?
Best.
What were you
Is that
saying,
better?
bro? Yeah,
All right. I had my phone resting on my chest. It was covering up the speaker a little bit.
you little bastard.
Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool as Jon Stewart is to The Daily Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
give you that.
I love Jon Stewart on the Daily Show. I did not watch the comeback yet.
That's on YouTube. You can go and grab it.
Yeah. So, all right, if we want to get a little spicy,
Uh-oh.
he gave it to both of them. From the clips and what I read, I haven't seen like I said the whole thing, but
Oh yeah, there was a ton of people that were pissed at him for what he said about
Yeah.
Biden. Yep.
so like
But that's what endears everybody to Jon Stewart. Is that
Yeah.
he's not about the
takes shots
bullshit.
at everybody.
yeah, and like I think that people don't seem to understand that you have to be fucking honest or you lose your credibility,
Yeah.
especially talking about politics and
Yeah.
doing it for a living.
As soon as they
And
see
that's-
you freaking taking shots at somebody and not the fucking other person, they automatically freaking label you a partisan hack.
That's true. I mean, there's really not many people out there that are especially in any kind of media that are down the middle. Most of them are one
No,
side
not
or the
anymore,
other.
not anymore,
Yeah.
no.
So if you see someone who actually, pulls the trigger and makes fun of both sides or praises or jump or
Or just calls it straight.
just
Or
calls
let's
it
put-
straight. There you go. That's probably the best thing. Just calls it straight. Yeah, that's a rarity. So I mean,
Like I'm not going to toe the party line just to
there
make
you go.
so
There
and
you
so
go.
look good. I'm going to say what everybody really knows, but
Yeah.
all the regular politicians talk around. And, older people seem to be fine with that, but the younger generation knows that bullshit. And they're repulsed by it.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, they can see through our bullshit. You know what I mean? These
Well,
kids, because
I
they
hope
were
so.
raised by us. You know?
I hope they can because we
Yeah.
need them. We need them to see through that shit.
Yeah. I mean, god damn.
I-
We're looking at a dude that has just already been found liable, and that legally means civilly for sexual assault
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
defaming a woman being able to run for president of this country. And then we're also looking at somebody that trips up the fucking stairs going to Air Force One being the president of this
Man,
country.
hey, look, you gotta be careful with stairs, man. You gotta be careful. They're always up to something.
Fucking dad jokes. But like,
We got to stop voting for senior fucking citizens is what we got to stop doing and run.
yeah. But then you,
I mean,
look
there's
at, like,
something
the
to be
younger.
said with wisdom that comes with age, but
Mhm.
there's a limit.
Yeah.
Because
There's a
yeah,
limit.
I was gonna say the youngest candidate that we had in this election so far was Vivek Ramaswamy,
Mhm.
and whoa, that's a very interesting man.
Just like there's a retirement age for freaking like working, there should be a freaking age limit on all politicians.
Well, yeah,
Because what was
I-
her name? Fucking like that Dianne Feinstein. She was fucking like what in her goddamn 90s.
90s.
What the fuck is she doing?
Yeah, and all of her votes were by proxy and by Nancy Pelosi's daughter, who was her secretary. So let's just talk about that for a second. The problem is that no matter how legitimate it may have been,
Yeah.
it sure as fuck doesn't look that way.
Nah, it sounds weird.
And that's the thing, is the Democrats think that they think that they have the minority vote. They think that they have the LGBTQIA vote. They don't think they have to work for it, and they don't think that they have to keep pushing policies.
Well, yeah, I think that's true. There's truth to that, but then they're trying to push policy sometimes, though, and you know, and they don't even have the majority in the House, and they're trying to get stuff done, and it's getting knocked down because you got the Republicans who are too busy trying to do Trump's dirty work for him, attack people. They just want to go after Biden about anything. Anything. They wasted so much time. This House of Representatives has wasted so much time doing nothing. They've done nothing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, come on now. They just impeached
Mayorkas.
the whole Mayorkas for what some what you mean? There's no high crimes and misdemeanors? Fuck! What do we do? Shit! I know we did something wrong.
A long time ago, I came to the theory that it's not about what's good for the country anymore. It's what's good for the party. That's all they give two shits about.
That's what I think it is.
Like that for a long time.
Sure.
That's the thing. Like, they're trying to kill Social Security.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Republicans want to kill Social Security.
There's no one. No
they want to
one.
make you work till like fucking like 70, 75 or some shit like that.
They're talking about you taking it private and it being your responsibility to fucking contribute.
Well,
rather than being a mandated part of your paycheck.
I see. That's
quit taking it out of my paycheck and let me do that with my money then.
Right. I understand that, but they're going to limit what you can do with it. Is the problem?
See, that's bullshit. I should be able to invest it any way I want to.
Right.
I should be able to put it into my 401k or put it into my IRA, whatever I want to do. That's my it's my money. That's what kills me about Social Security. It's basically an extra tax you're paying because you're right. I mean, really, it goes into paying for the people that are on it now. You're never going to see that. I mean,
let's say they get rid of. Let's say they do get rid of it. And shit. What happens to all that money that we already fucking paid into that we're not going to get? Are they going to refund?
It's just gone.
No.
Yeah,
right.
That's the thing. There are plans to make it solvent. It's just it's not a priority because it's a quote unquote entitlement.
Yeah, it's an entitlement, but it's like, I mean,
and there are active hearings in Congress talking about Social Security and just basically killing it.
But that's crazy. It's not an entitlement. People pay into it. It's not an entitlement. Like an entitlement, I always think it was something you think you're entitled to, even though you haven't paid a damn thing for it. This is not an. You actually are paying into it. That's not an entitlement.
It's what it's labeled as politically.
Yeah, that's lame as shit, dude.
To be honest with you, the Republicans, they do a much better job of marketing terms than Democrats do.
Well, probably, but yes, the Democrats just aren't into. Well, Republicans have to because they're full of shit. So Democrats are too, but not as much. Well, I don't know. I've met some shitty Democrats though, so it's hard to say.
It's just like
I can't help it. I'm so angry at the Republican Party right now, and it's all because of Trump. I hate Trump. So I hate all the Republicans right now.
So you ain't gonna be buying a pair of his freaking Air Force J6s then, huh?
Oh dear God, are you kidding me? Oh my fucking God!
You didn't see that? He's fucking
No,
shoes now.
I did not. Is he really? Of course he
Yep,
is.
$400.
Of course he is. The dude will sell any fucking thing.
He was just in Philly, freaking at that sneaker con and shit, hawking freaking sneakers.
He's the biggest grifter in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Oh my
the most
God!
amazing shoes.
I'm
Trying
sure.
he's trying to get his daughter-in-law installed
auctioned off,
as the co-chair of the RNC.
Oh.
Yeah, his freaking daughter-in-law. Yep. If that happens, they're gonna rob that motherfucker blind.
Of course they are.
Oh.
Shit, I'm surprised he ain't already trying to
like
spend money.
that's the thing. Like this dude is
Him and his kids
the criminal supreme. He's
stealing
like
money from cancer kids.
Yeah. You're right. He is the criminal supreme.
I'll be honest. Like, there's plenty of people on both sides of the aisle that I can live with in the
without.
White House. Right.
True.
Like there, I might not agree with every position they have, but just like every other person in the goddamn world that I interact with, there's things
that's true.
Yeah. But they're decent people who will make good decisions. But I cannot understand how people do not see directly through Donald Trump's bullshit.
I don't either. It's really weird. It's like that half of the country just all of a sudden gets stupid, or have they always been that way and we just didn't know? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's identity politics and how it's used as a wedge in this country.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's appealing to freaking people's like I don't know how you want to say it, maybe like
racist,
well,
hillbilly hick boys who want to shoot their guns
I don't care who you are. I'll tell you right now, you have a friend that has some views that are abhorrent to you.
You just don't know about it.
That you, if you do know about them,
all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like that's what makes up the U.S.
Right.
Like, that's what makes us a country. We are never going to be a monolith of thought and idea, and we shouldn't be. Right.
Right.
We have to be able to. We have to be able to learn to act as a nation, despite our
well, I don't.
Not despite, but in honor of our diversity. Not tearing each other down constantly.
I think that before even that happens, I think that as a country, we need to be able to fucking agree on what the fucking truth is again.
Yeah, that's just it. Now we've come to the point where
there aren't alternate sets of facts.
Yeah, but you know what? Some people believe there are because you can say, look, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want in this fact.
The problem is that because our media has become very segregated, and most people, and especially on social media, right? You have there's algorithms that basically feed you what you click on, and so they feed you only. It becomes this thing where you're only seeing one side and one argument, and it is in my opinion, one of the things that is tearing us apart.
Yeah,
I think it might be and maybe this is just me being young. I think it might be because, well, it's two parties, right? So if you agree with a little bit of something, you've got to go all in on one side. And I think that's just the problem. Like the nature of the beast is, you might have someone who agrees with one thing somebody says, but in order to get that one thing, you've got to agree with 50% of the arguments. You know, It's either
Yeah.
option A or option B. And you got other countries that got like they got multi-party systems. You know, you might have like
True.
split percentages where it's like, oh, I've got 6, 7, 8 parties that can, split up choices and be more nuanced. But when if you're trying to agree with one kind of tax policy or one kind of whatever policy, you've got to buy in all the way, and then you have 50% of the population doing things that you don't necessarily agree with, but you kind of got to bite the bullet on it.
Yeah, and that's where we're at, man. It's like if you got a spectrum and like here's the middle, like if you're no matter what, if you're just this side, then you're all of this, and if you're just this side, you're all of that, and it doesn't really matter. You're either a horrible person on one side.
Yeah, there's no middle ground anymore.
And
we're being divided up as a country just between the two parties.
And going back to what Dan said, if you're fiscally conservative, like
a FistCon,
yeah,
like a FistCon.
Yeah, you like to
fiscally conservative but socially liberal,
right? Yeah, that's it. Like, who the fuck do you vote for?
Yeah.
Do you throw your vote away on a third party?
But that mentality, though, I would argue, is why we don't have third parties.
No,
is
I agree,
because
yeah.
we shame people who want to vote for an alternate candidate besides the two main parties. We shame people into not voting for him because it's throwing away your vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like other countries, they've got it where. Sorry to cut you off, but like they've got it where you're not just one or the other, because you'll have it in in British, they have parliament where they'll have to have different parties come together and make compromises between whatever the common goals of their parties are. And each person can get, I have 17% of the population here, 30% of the population here, 6% of the population here to try to get a majority. This one is just, two parties make up 98% of the population.
Yeah,
they don't really need to work with anybody.
Yeah, for third parties to get federal funding, they got to have like 5% during, I think the election. I don't think they've ever gotten it.
No.
Just to get on the debate stage, and this was a rule that the Democrats and Republicans passed together. Holy cow! Surprised that they did this back in the 90s when Ross Perot was a spoiler. They passed a new thing where they would not allow a third candidate on the debate stage unless they had at least 15%, unless they were polling at least 15%. Mm-hmm. It just quashes any kind of competition outside of the two main parties.
And I like what you were talking about, the perception of it being a two-party system, because it's really not. We've had periods of this country where it's been a multi-party system.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, like, the thing is to be honest, I really wish that Donald Trump would be thrown off the Republican ticket. And here's why. Because that motherfucker right there, he would run third party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would.
Probably,
and
yeah.
Here's the thing. If he's forced to run third party, that shows people it is a viable route to the presidency. Because at that point, I don't care who you put up as the Republican nominee. I don't care if it's DeSantis, because he's probably the most popular, because I think he would be better against Trump than Nikki Haley, because I don't think that you're going to get people that are Trump voters that would be divided over voting for Trump or Nikki Haley, but I guarantee you there's people in MAGA that have a problem voting for Trump or DeSantis. And that's what we need, because is like you're talking about Ross Perot. The thing about Ross Perot is that he was unfortunately never a serious contender to take office. I think he topped out at about 8% at the time. And Donald Trump, I don't care if he's running as a third party. I guarantee you he takes about a third of the country if he has to run as a third party.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is most of his votes though would take away from the Republican Party. Like they're most of the vote, most people that are that back Donald Trump. I mean, he does get some independent voters, like myself. I'm an independent voter.
Mm-hmm.
I would never vote for Trump, but others like myself have voted for him. I'm sure did, but he would get some of that, but he would mostly take from the Republican Party. So he would fuck the Republicans.
I'm not saying that it's a viable way for him to win the presidency.
Right. What it would do is
but I am saying that if you picture the type of person that we've seen that the president is, that if you took him off the ticket, took him off the ticket,
he would run third party. He would run on his own.
He would run on his own.
He would. You're right.
And so all I'm saying is that that would be a path to showing viability for third party candidates.
That's a good point.
I mean, it is to a degree, but I think that unless you eliminate first past the post voting styles in the U.S., you're still going to get effectively the results inevitably come down to the two strongest parties.
Yeah,
you have to eliminate first past the post, and you have to go to block representation. Where, and I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you do. I don't want to insult anybody, but for those who are listening or who will listen later, first past the post is effectively like whoever wins the majority of it's all or nothing. It's take all or nothing. It's a term of horse racing. It's basically first past the post. That's the winner.
Right.
They take all. Block representation means that the reality is that in legislative contests, sort of like in the part like you guys were talking about earlier in parliamentary England, that you have it like if you have 60% of the people that voted for a Republican and 20% of the people that voted for the Democrat and 60, 20, 80, 20% of the people that voted for a third party candidate, then that is the representation you get in legislature.
Yeah, I get you.
And it guarantees that it guarantees that you have a representation by multiple parties outside of the two strongest.
That's a good point. It could work, but the problem is in the United States that the way our elections are set up is that your representative is picked from your district, right, for the House. So you would have to literally have like somebody from every party run in every district. So to have and then I guess, but then
so basically what ends up happening in a system like that is that it's basically what we would consider a primary. You know what I mean? That would be like what would happen. And so you would primary, and then like the top 4 of the party that won the most votes would get, their top 4 people in. Then the next party would go ahead and they would primary, and their top 3 people would get in. And then the last party would get like 1. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
You look at the House of Representatives now, right? It's got 400. It's got 400 plus representatives.
Right.
So you're effectively talking about at least 4 representatives per state.
Mm-hmm.
The ability, the thing about block party voting is that if a California, for example, has the majority of people who are in a particular voting district, that doesn't matter as much, because then what happens is that you can have a representation across the spectrum of more than 1 or 2 parties, because there is at least some representation of the third or fourth party.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know if it would be much better, but it would definitely break up the monotony of a 2-party system.
Well, the problem with block party in this country is that everybody, because we have every state has different voting laws.
Right.
So in each fucking like primary and state vote is different.
You're not wrong.
How they elect their officials to their federal government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's kind of a problem too. But at the same time, you do not want to start a states' rights issue.
Yeah.
What's up, E? I'm sure you're bored of us talking fucking politics. What's up, bro?
No, not at all. Not at all.
What's up, man?
I think
Hey, what's up, brother?
the one thing you have to understand though is Trump is an outlier with this whole thing.
That's true.
You kick him from the Republican Party, he runs independent. It's just basically a fucking Republican vote all over again, even though he's technically independent, because all his followers are now just gonna vote independent. Doesn't mean that it's a viable way for the next guy to try to come through. I think Trump is just that polarizing.
It's just a one-off
figure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, agreed. That's
what I'm saying. But like I understand what you're saying.
Except what's going to happen? He's going to be our next president. We need to all prepare for it now. Unless he goes to jail for something, he's going to be the next president.
Well,
be prepared.
He'll pardon himself.
His first fucking criminal trial starts in March now.
That one's relatively weak though compared to the others.
But
remember, criminals beyond reasonable doubt. Civil, oh shit! I lost it.
Yeah.
Civil is much lower.
Preponderance
of the evidence. Yep, it's a much lower bar.
I wanted to be a lawyer when I was a baby.
We'll see if he. Some states have tried to have him, try to remove him from the ballot, but they, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. So it's like, he has to
or
be
it's going to come
guilty
so late that it's going to create chaos.
Yeah, I just think he has to be found guilty of something first.
That's
why
my issue.
If they get that Republican, I don't think that we're gonna get him like actually found guilty of. There's a potential that the January 6th one goes off before the election, but it's definitely not going to be concluded before the convention. And if he comes out of that convention as their nominee and then gets convicted on that January 6th one, it's going to be chaos because they're not going to have another candidate that they can get out there and get enough steam to win the election, and they're going to call foul.
Yeah, it's going to be chaos when the election rolls around and he gets elected, and he's having to deal with all the shit in court.
Yeah,
that's going to be more chaos.
Yeah,
and he's going to have to spend all his time fighting this instead of running the fucking country.
Yeah.
But like basically, well, not really, because what happens day one, he comes into office. I, President Donald J. Trump, pardon myself and my.
He has to be convicted first. He has to be guilty to be pardoned. So he has to go through. He has to go through the process of the trial first, and then if they do find him guilty, then he's going to try to pardon himself.
That's not true because
there's also the question of
he can
plead allowed to self-pardon.
He can plead guilty.
He can plead guilty to rush it.
Yeah, we don't.
Very true.
We don't know that he's allowed to self-pardon, though, guys. It's never been done.
I think it would go immediately to
it would go to the Supreme Court, and
we're gonna find out.
No president has ever done it, so there's no precedent. And the Constitution really doesn't say he can. But the Constitution doesn't say he can self-pardon.
You're really asking if you think he would?
Oh, I know he would try. I know he would try.
I said, it would happen day one. What has he said?
He'd be a dictator.
I will be a dictator on day one.
For one day. He said for one day.
After that.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. This is Trump we're talking about.
Watch.
Either way,
this is what's going to happen.
We have to be prepared for a bumpy ride.
He's going to get elected.
Violence.
So Scott and Eric, y'all both said be prepared. So I want you all to perform a musical number from The Lion King for Be Prepared.
Look, he's going to get elected. And sometime throughout his presidency, he's going to try to find a loophole for him to be able to run again.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's
They're
going to
already
blame all
talking
this.
about it.
Or be president
Exactly.
for life.
He's going to
suspend the Constitution.
he's gonna. You're gonna hear it out of his mouth, whether he does it or not. You're gonna hear it,
Mm-hmm.
So correct,
and
correct
just
me,
be
but-
prepared. Just be prepared.
So correct me. I know you can't run more than 2 consecutive terms, but can you run 1 term and then 2 consecutives?
No.
No, 2 total.
He can only
You're
be
allowed-
You
allowed-
can only
allowed
be
2
president
terms or 10
twice.
years.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you
twice.
can only be
2 terms or
elected
10 years.
twice.
That 10
But
years comes if, like, let's say you're a vice president and you become president now, like 2 years into your vice presidency, you're still allowed to run 2 more times for president.
2 more times. That's correct.
That's the only way.
Wasn't that what FDR did?
No,
And,
FDR was
No,
elected.
FDR was
4 times.
elected 4 times.
They made the rule after him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's
Yeah,
going to try to reverse it.
He's gonna try to.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
figure
what
out a
they're
way to
already
fuck
talking
us
about.
in life, I
But
guess.
here's the deal, right?
And look, if
the
he doesn't get elected, guess what? You're going to hear from him again in 4 years from now. He's going to try again.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
keep trying.
But
Oh,
here's
well,
the
unless he's
beauty-
actually
As
in
long
jail,
as he's
that'd be
alive.
another story. But here's the deal: if he does get elected, what it comes down to is this: the way this country gets held together is by people like you and I being the sane ones, right?
Try to be.
If we the people have to hold it together when fucking somebody like that, if he does get elected into office again.
Guy's crazy.
Look, just do your fucking job if you get elected. That's all I'm asking at this point.
He's
Do your
he
fucking
can't.
job.
He wants to use the presidency to make money, dude. That's what he's in it for, man. He likes the money and likes the
100%.
power.
I think
And to
I
protect
don't
the
know
law.
if
Look,
he
but
puts
that
out there
don't make him
in
no different
Ivanka
than
for
any other
making
fucking
more money
politician.
during the presidency.
No,
than he did.
it doesn't.
No, you're
it
right.
Doesn't, it
you're
doesn't.
right. It's just
because
that he is willing to break down more walls and
Get what he
and
wants.
violate more
right.
That's
it.
the social norms than
Yes.
there's not a single institution that man has not attacked.
No, and he doesn't care. He'll go after anything. He doesn't respect anything. He doesn't give a
No.
shit. He has no respect. He's not. If the Catholic Church came out and said something, praised him, he'd say, "Yup, I got the Catholic Church behind me." And then the next month they said we're condemning him now. He'd go out to the Catholic Church and condemn. He goes whichever way blows, man. He's a fucking nut. I like the New York's pummeling his ass right now, though. As far as his businesses go, I'm enjoying that.
Oh yeah.
And then he's gotta
All
pay.
that does is make him more desperate, though,
interest
for
is
the
added to
for the
that,
White
it's
House.
like
Yeah.
$460-some million.
Yeah, he's got to pay
Well,
that chick all the money.
Like for real, Russ. I understand where you're coming from, talking about like feeling vindication or some kind of way about like him getting what coming
Well,
to him.
The only thing I think bothers him is money.
Hold on. But the thing is there's something going on in this country where half the country is behind this guy.
I know. It's really crazy.
I think that narrative is somewhat.
Remember,
somewhat-
he lost the popular vote.
He
Correct.
did lose
Both
popular vote, but he
Twice.
won more votes in this country than anyone else besides Biden that's ever been.
That's
running
true. You got to
president.
remember how many
Well,
people
more
he had
people.
vote for
Well,
him,
that's
you know.
because more people ran out to vote this time around
That's a good point. Yeah, true. But
to stop him or
Ooh.
to get him. Look, it's not a
Right.
Trump thing anymore. It's really not a Trump thing anymore. And it's a Republican versus Democrat thing. That's all it is.
yeah.
If Republicans don't want Democrats in office. Democrats don't want Republicans in office. So doesn't matter who is good for the role anymore. You're
True.
just going to vote along party lines now.
That seems what it's
And
come
that's
down
all it
to
is.
now.
That it
Yep.
is. Everybody is at each
Yeah.
other's throats over this, and the line is completely
Yeah.
divided. And that's why he keeps saying the two-party system is broken now. And
It is.
I think Joe is talking, but he's muted or he's not talking to us because I can see his lips moving, but I don't know if he's talking to us.
Can you hear me?
Now I hear you.
Yes.
Okay. No, I was just saying. I agree. Like you're saying exactly what I was saying. It's like we're so at this point in this country to where it's like even if you're just a little bit Republican, that's it. You're fully in
You're
either
labeled
this
for
or that.
Republican,
There's
yep.
no other.
Yep.
And I'm not playing politics here, but like the Democrat Party was like if you were going after us, if you were a moderate Democrat, the extreme Democrats were saying you're not Democrat enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of our way. You're basically with them, and vice versa. That's where we're at. So again, it's not about the country or the party. Or the country. It's about the party. That's all it is.
Yep.
The thing
And
is,
it's your party in power. That's all you want now. And people want their party in power. That's it. That's it.
And
That's
like-
all it is. And I don't see it changing with Trump, after Trump, or anybody else until this whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
And it's going to be broken up into 50 different countries is what's going to happen to the United States, like it happened to Russia. It's going to collapse.
Yeah.
Every state's
And
going to
then-
be their own country.
It's going to be a disaster. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I don't see it in my lifetime.
confederacies everywhere.
Remember, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
You heard it here
Nothing
first.
lasts
You
forever.
heard it here first.
Holy hell, it's after 11. We've been going for about an hour and a half. So why don't we go ahead and get off here and get to it on broadcasted?
Sounds good to
Dan,
me.
thank you for coming on, brother. I don't know how you felt about this, but I had
Sorry,
fun
sorry
having
for
you
keeping you
on.
up past your bedtime.
Oh yeah, my mom made that to tuck me in, and I gotta go reheat the milk, but I should be fine.
School in
Nice.
the morning.
Oh yeah, I got school at Sunday morning.
Great,
Sunday
great.
I better see your ass in Sunday school tomorrow, my child.
God, crazy as shit.
No, I've been enjoying it. I've been listening for the most part, but
Mhm.
I said stuff when I felt compelled to say stuff.
That's
I
good.
had
Yeah.
fun here.
I don't know how you guys went up on politics. I turned it on and I saw you guys talking politics. I was like,
Yeah. Oh God, I probably did it. I think. But
It's okay.
I'm pretty sure it was
But
you.
here's
I
the
don't
thing,
even
right?
know.
Here's
I
the thing.
did Dan.
We
I
just
did
got through
Dan
a
a
conversation on politics without anyone getting at each other's throats, without anyone. Honestly, like all
Calling
we were
names
talking.
and stuff.
No, it's because we're all freaking people. Like,
We're adults.
How dare you assume I'm a person? I'm offended.
Look, well, you got to understand. We're talking politics. If we were talking fans toys and legends or Motu, we'd be fucking yelling and screaming at each other. So just keep it in mind. The important topics we get passionate about.
That's a good point. That's true.
I think the general population, which is us, are all at that point to where we're just tired of the bullshit. You're being elected to do a job.
Yeah.
We're all fucking irritated at you.
if I may say, amen.
Amen. Oh me, man. Oh me.
That's what I said earlier. At this point, you're gonna get in. It is what it is. Just do your fucking job.
Yeah.
God, man, it sounds like your sex life.
All right. And please don't tell me about any fucking Jewish space lasers.
Crazy bitch.
Jewish space
She's such a crazy bitch. I swear to God.
It's a Marjorie Taylor
What?
Greene reference
What
there,
a
boys.
fucking lunatic, man. What a. So her and Lauren Boebert, man. God,
Yeah.
Lauren Boebert looks like she can suck a good dick though.
Tits McGee.
God damn it, Russ.
All right.
Tits McGee.
She's got something about her. Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know why, but I find her kind of hot.
Bro, we know-
And this is why you don't see my name on these things, and you don't see my face.
Hey, you know what?
Oh my God.
The same.
Wolfie's
we
got
know
his,
she gives
got,
good-
got
we know
his
she gives
FBI
good
guy
hand
working on
jobs.
us.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, you get fucking jerking that dude off during the show, right? I mean, I was like, damn, he's so lucky, man. I love to get a hand job.
I ain't mad at her. I wasn't mad at her for that. So what?
No, I wasn't either. I was like,
People-
yeah, right.
Come on, like
Hey,
public-
public excited.
Public
Well,
sex
you
is
know-
great.
Let the girl live.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
man. Her and her boyfriend or her dog went on a date, and I guess she gave him a little hand job during the show.
Well, it wasn't a hand job, but like, here's what happened.
She
Like,
sucked him off. Okay,
No.
lucky guy. God damn. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, she went to go see Beetlejuice the musical with a date, right? So they're watching the musical, and she's fucking vaping, and there's a
That's
pregnant
true.
lady right in front of her, and the pregnant lady turns around and is like, "Please stop vaping." And Lauren Boebert vapes more and blows it in the pregnant bitch's face.
Yeah, see now that I have an issue with. Like, come on, there's no point.
She does that, right?
You're just being that. You're just abusing who you are, and
So then she's making out with the dude that she's with, right?
Yeah.
And then like she's fucking rubbing his hog through his pants.
Yeah, she is.
Fucking Russ over here, dude. Russ is loving this.
When I heard the story, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I got hot, man. I was getting turned on. I was like, God damn, she's man. If I could get Lauren Boebert to hop on pop, I'd be excited.
Oh my god!
Your hopple pop.
Come on, man.
This is a borderline
Everybody
sexual
has to
teasing.
have some standard.
Dude, I think that's her problem. I think she hasn't been good. She hasn't been fucked really good. She's somebody to do some dirty shit to her, dude.
I cannot wait for Anna to come back up behind you and slap your backside of your head.
Anna, look, Anna's high.
She must be asleep.
I used to speak the same way about Sarah Palin. I saw Sarah Palin had a problem with that. She wasn't getting dicked right, man. You got to dick a chick like that down, man. You got to dick it.
Oh, there's the banner.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I forgot we're still alive. Oops.
Time to go.
Sorry.
It's time to go to bed.
So if anybody want to find me or reach me later on, my name is Eric Von Wolfenstein. You can find me on Facebook.
My name and links are also Eric Von Wolfenstein. Left guy office.
Oh god.
My secondary
Eric
burner
Von
account is Ricky
Wolfenstein.
McGinley.
Ricky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we're going out. All right. As I say every week, love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.